Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our new podcast, A Lab of International Student. In this podcast, we will share an amazing stories from international students all over the world. In today's podcast, we have an amazing guest, Sumaya Hayatullah. Sumaya Hayatullah, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me.
Now the floor is yours. First, you will introduce yourself, and then we will continue.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sumaya Hayatullah, and I'm a third-year khas student, and I study visual communication design as my major. And I'm happy to be here today to share a bit about my life and my past experiences in this university. So,
Good.
Thank you.
Sumaya, actually, the main purpose of the podcast is that we have to cover the story and we have to see that how international students spend their life.
Yeah.
So how you will explain the time you spent in Turkey, what was your experience? Can you share with us?
Yes, for sure. There are also good and bad, so I can't just speak good about it. Well, my first year as a student in khas, it was online, so it was quite hard studying from another country, through Zoom and through online classes. And when COVID passed, I feel like a lot of people developed anxiety issues and social issues in this period of time. And I feel like the moment I joined the university, going to another country, it was quite hard for me. And it was really hard to see a lot of different people from international, other countries in this university. And I was not really social. I couldn't really talk to people and make friends easily, because this 1 year of COVID, it just created a lot of negative things between people. So it was quite hard for anyone to socialize in the university. And that's why it was really hard for me the first year. But it was good. Like after a while, maybe like 6-7 months later, I finally got out of it, and I put COVID behind, and I made really good friends. And I feel like the university is just open to everyone. It's an international university, and you can find friends from all over the world. But other than the university life, my life in Turkey in general, it was quite hard. And the reason is that because for me, I have never traveled anywhere except the country I was born and raised in, which is in Emirates. And I feel like when I came to Turkey for the first time, somewhere really different from my own country, I feel like there was a lot of cultural differences and language barriers. And my first few days in Turkey was hectic. I couldn't speak Turkish, and I was forced to learn it because no one here knew English. And I couldn't even go to groceries or buy something for myself. It was just like the language barrier was the worst thing that could happen to a student in another country. And slowly I started learning the culture, the language, and how everything works. And facing discrimination for a few months, it was really hard as a student. But as soon as I learned the culture and everything else that I need to know about Turkey, I feel like I crossed those barriers, and now I am a free international student, and I can speak Turkish, I can communicate with anyone, I can do everything by my own independently, and I don't have to depend on anyone. So this was a very big challenge for me as a student, and it was also a proud moment for myself, because as someone who never traveled to any other countries, and being the first time to travel somewhere that you don't even know, that's like Turkey, it's a big thing for me and a big achievement. And now it's my third year, and I'm really happy to be a student here, and I want to continue. Hopefully we'll have a really good time in the university.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Sumaya, actually, I saw some post regarding that you are a president of art club or something like this. So if you can explain something about your hobby, maybe it's your hobby, or maybe it's your how I can say, maybe it's your subject or something like this. So if you can explain that, what type of arts you are doing and what type of arts you are interested in, all these things. So
okay, first of all, I think there might be misunderstanding. I'm not the president. Yeah, I am actually the social media manager. Yeah. That's my position in the art club. But even as a social media manager, I feel like I'm doing a lot of big things for the club. It's managing the Instagram, the WhatsApp, and managing all the other activities with my team members. We are all equal, and we don't feel less or more than the president as equal students. and I really like it. I feel like it's giving me a really good experience as a social media manager, which is also something I kind of want to continue for a while after university. And it's really good. I'm enjoying it, and art is my hobby, as you said. I have been an artist since I was a child, and I haven't taken any serious classes. It's my own talent. I have learned it from the beginning. I'm a professional artist, that is, and I would love to watch myself grow, in between people, because I feel like my art is not so recognized in the university. It's slowly getting recognized by a few students, and it's kind of exciting for me because, in the end, I would like to make some really good art and be able to create a good hobby out of it, like business, for example. So knowing art and how to create good things and canvases, it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful thing and a talent to have. So yeah, it's really good. I love art, and I love the art club, and I'm really happy they have this club.
Sumaya, one last question. Do you have any message or any suggestion for international students, those students they are like studying outside from their home country? So do you have any suggestion for them?
Yes, I do. I just don't want the new people who come here, like me. It was really hard for me the first year here, but I feel like now all the problems and all the mistakes that I've done in Turkey, it has actually given me strength and more understanding towards everything. I don't want the students to feel like they're discriminated. I don't want them to feel like they are, in the low class when they see other students. I just want everyone to feel equal, and that hard times have an effect on everyone, but they usually pass. And those hard times are always something that gives you strength, and it gives you more experience on how to cope up with it the next time. So every challenge, just take it and say, I'm gonna do it, and that's the way that you're gonna pass it. Like if you try to run away from problems, you're gonna create more problems, which is gonna affect you mentally and physically. So I need students, even in Kadir University, the first year students, I want you all to be strong and be able to communicate with everyone, share your problems with your friends, and always be ready to ask for help and try to help people. That's how international students and people should, cope with each other. We don't have to show our differences, but we can, cope up with them by helping each other. And that's my message. I want everyone to feel equal here, that's all.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sumaya Hatullah, again for your time.
Thank you so much for the interview.
It was amazing, and I hope we will meet again and again.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for this interview.